Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview on a Friday, July 3rd, 2015. Traders, great to be with you, coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Bright blue sunny skies and white sandy beaches, absolutely beautiful and hot today. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Please come visit our website at fxclearing.com. Traders, I apologize for the noise in the background. They're working on the roof today, and unfortunately, it is right above my condo because I'm on the top floor. And there's nothing I can do about it, so we'll get through it. Traders, if you would let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Guild. I am your moderator for the Market Opening Preview Series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, I started trading in the year 2006, 2008. I retired from a great career in the fire rescue department out of the great state of Florida. Traders, in 2008, I retired and came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday to celebrate my career. And, well, it's 2015, traders, and I'm still here. I'm having a great time. Asia time zone is great. We don't have daylight savings time. And it's just, I can trade all 3 sessions and still get a good night's rest. Now, I will be honest, the New York session I only do about 2.5 hours into New York, or 3, because then it's getting pretty close to 11 p.m. my time in Thailand. So, just a little bit about myself. I do trade the Forex markets every day. I'm looking at fundamentals and technicals. I'm watching charts, candlestick patterns. I'm looking for probabilities for opportunities to take trades that will benefit me to win my trade. And no, I do not win every trade. Trust me, I do not win every trade. All right, let's get the legal stuff out of the way. This is our risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, most importantly, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. Traders, let's take a look at news and commentary. I bought the microphone, well, my laptop, as close as I can get it to me, so you will hear me and not the noise behind. The indices, the new US 30 closed negative 0.16%. The S&P 500 closed negative barely at 0.03%. The NASDAQ closed 0.06%. And the Russell 2000 closed negative 0.63%. So let's head over to the Eurozone. The DAX closed negative 0.73%. The FTSE 100 out of London closed positive at 0.33%. And the CAC 40 closed negative 0.98%, with the Euro Stoxx 50 closing negative 0.94%. Let's go ahead and come over to Asia, and remember that these countries are currently trading. The Nikkei 225 is negative 0.38%, with the S&P ASX 200 out of Australia closing negative 1.55%. They had data come out about an hour and a half ago, and it was negative. It was retail sales, and it came out as a bad number. The Shanghai is negative 4.05%, with the Hang Seng in the green at 0.13%, and the Kospi out of Seoul is negative 0.48%. All right, that's what's going on in the markets as far as the indices goes. Let's take a look at our economic calendar. Economic calendar is very weak today. Like I said, we had retail sales month-on-month come out. It was a bad number. It was 0.3, and they were expecting 0.5, so it was not a good number for them. And the chart only moved about 20 pips, if that, and then is retraced. In the London session, we have high impact Great British Pound Services PMI, and the U.S. is on a bank holiday all day today due to the 4th of July holiday on Saturday. My advice to you, it's probably not very popular, this is commentary, is that you just don't trade on a live chart today. Don't risk your hard-earned money on a maybe. And with the New York being out, you've got the Greece situation going on. It's really coming down to the wire, so the wobbleheads, the talkers, the politicians, and everybody will be on the microphone today. And basically, you only have one session, and that's London. Now, I will say that in London, this services PMI can move the market. The problem is, if you take the trade and you get to London lunch and you're not out of that trade, you're going to be stuck if you're in a loss, which means you have to hold it over the weekend because there's no New York session to help you get out of that trade profitably. So all around, you know what? Trade on a demo account. And if you don't have one, you can always go to fxclearing.com and obtain a demo account and trade a demo account. It's just such a better idea. Just don't even trade. To tell you the truth, I am just going to take a look at the charts at London Open and just, but basically I'm shut down for a nice 3-day weekend after we get done with all this work. But I will take a look at the charts, and I will look at that services PMI out of the Great British Pound just to see how much it moves. And we'll see what happens. But I'm not trading on a live account today. We can take a look at some 60-minute Forex charts. As usual, let's get started. It's a Friday. Let's get done quickly today. Here's the euro-dollar. Euro-dollar is bearish. This is unbelievably the same chart we had yesterday. We want a down move at 1076, and we just want to make sure we can get through this daily pivot point. That is our only cautionary area, and we want to take profit at 1.0965. And traders, I apologize for the noise in the background. There is nothing I can do, and this will go on all day today till like 5 o'clock. So trust me, I will be packing my bags and out of here as soon as I'm done. So we want to sell the euro, and of course, like I said, today we're going to only do a demo account. Okay, the pound dollar. The pound dollar is a little different today. It's above the daily pivot point, but this is in a bearish mode here. I don't know why, but I looked at the daily chart, and it's got room to come down. It's going to hit that 200 exponential moving average on the daily chart. So it's going to bounce over that, and it'll continue its up move. But for today, it's bearish. I want a closing candlestick below the daily pivot point at 1.5598, and we're going to get out at the daily S1 at 1.5566. And that is our trade plan for the pound dollar today. Do I think it's going to work? I don't know. I have no idea. The Aussie is in its move today. This is a chart that was taken before the data came out. Okay, traders, I paused the recording, hoping that this noise was going to stop, and it's not, so we just need to move along. I'm not quite sure where we left off with this Aussie dollar, but basically what we want is we want this really to close, which it already has because of data. So it's at about the daily pivot. And what you would want to wait for is you want to wait for the London Open and it be below the daily pivot and then just take it down to 0.7596. I don't like this trade. There's not a lot of pips here. It's, 40 pip trade, maybe 35 pip trade by the time you get in it. And the other problem is you're going to do it in London. And remember, we have data in London, which this can react to. Of course, remember, the Aussie's a commodity pair. And if you wait for that and you get stuck in this, like I said before, you're going to be in this pair at London lunch. Well, London lunch, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. The markets are going to shut down. It's basically going to be over. There's nothing going to happen after that. Once London lunch comes, you're going to get the London close, you're going to get a little jump in volatility, and that's going to be it. And that'll be over. So trade a demo account, I guess, is my best advice. Here's Euro Aussie. This pair is like all over the place. I have no idea what this pair is doing. It's up, down, and all around. So basically, we just want to trade this underneath the pivot point and the trend line. Now, look at that number. It's 4,500. So we basically don't want to trade this at 4,500. We want to trade this at 4,490, and then we could take it down to 4,426 at the daily S1 pivot. Or you could take it down to the yellow line, which is another area of support. If it breaks through that pivot, just keep on letting it drop. I don't think that's going to happen, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be a very slow day today, and I hope I'm wrong. Let's take a look at the euro-yen. No price action. Like 3 days, there's been no price action with this pair. It's just been absolutely horrible. And, even the NFP didn't do very much with price action. But NFP only moved 40 pips. I think one of the other pairs I look at 8 currency pairs, and one of them moved like 50. But most of the pairs were between 35 and 40 pips on the negative number from non-foreign payrolls. So here we are. We're below the daily pivot point at 135.79. That is below the daily S1 pivot. You know what? Then I'll take the sell. And we'll get out at 134.73. That's a nice trade. If this trade would work, that would be awesome. The trick to this trade is I'd be in front of your charts about an hour or 2 hours before the London Open and see if you're down there yet, and get in and get your 20 pips, at least go break even or get out, and grab it. This euro yen looks like it just wants to dump. It's just waiting for a reason to. Unfortunately, because everything that's going on, there's really no reason to do anything. So we'll see how that goes. All right, let's take a look at our last currency pair, and that is the New Zealand dollar, which has worked absolutely wonderful for the past 2 weeks. And I do think it will go below the daily pivot point at London, and we can sell this at 0.6690. We'll take profit at 66.57. It's not a big pair. There's not a lot of pips, and there's going to be low volatility in the markets today. So, again, trade these on a demo account. Please, traders, do not trade your hard-earned money on a day when New York is closed and it's a Friday and it's a 3-day weekend in America. Really, it's like the biggest, economic in the world is the U.S. Don't trade on a live account today. Okay? That's my good advice to you. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, come and visit us at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Traders, don't forget there is no Friday. So basically, sometime in the next 48 hours, I will put up the daily wrap up, the weekly wrap up, weekly wrap up, where we go over 16, 15 daily charts. And we take a look at price action, see what we got coming for the week ahead. So that will come up at some point. I can actually do that if the noise stops later today, being there's no New York session, which would be nice, which will actually give me 2 complete days off. I think I might do that. Traders, will have a great trading day and a good weekend. Traders, we'll catch you at the next Asia session. Take care now. Bye-bye.